Comfort is the enemy of growth. This is a powerful quote. I believe it to be a very powerful quote. But when we think about it, trying to do things to proactively push ourselves outside of our comfort zone is a lot easier said than done. The reason why I think so many people struggle to get, do, or become what they say they want has to do with our behavioral psychology, which is that we as humans operate under two basic mindset frames: seeking pleasure and or the avoidance of pain. I would like to take the time right now to illustrate how this issue comes up in our lives, as well as provide a solution using two subjects that I'm very passionate about: fitness and foreign language learning. When I first started working out, like a lot of guys, it was for the sole purposes of vanity, which is another way of saying I wanted the girls to go crazy when I took my shirt off. The problem that I had was that I only wanted to do just enough to achieve that result, while at the same time avoiding the discomfort that comes with pushing yourself physically, and not having to deal with the self-disciplines that comes with changing your health and changing your fitness. Disciplines like learning about nutrition, learning how to cook, working out whether you feel like it or not. As you all can guess, because of all of this, I had many problems. I'm going to ask you a question. How many people can recall a time where you decided you're going to get in shape and you got everything going, you got your regimen going, you're following it's going real good for about a week. And then you realize, whoa, I am really sore. Well, this happened to me a lot. I started and stopped over and over because the beginning phase was just too uncomfortable. Fast forward into the present, looking at, as the person I am now, looking at how I was then, I'm still amazed at how my fitness has progressed, how my self-discipline and my attitude towards my fitness has progressed. How did I make that change? What I did was I began to reframe my mind. I found pleasure in the things that I once found painful. Right now, the act of doing a pull-up is more exciting to me than the way pull-ups make me look aesthetically.
Okay.
Because I have so much fun just pushing myself with my fitness, I came up with kind of a mind game that I use every time I train is to push myself to be better than the person I was the day before. And what's really cool about pushing myself, challenging myself through my fitness, I learned that I could take this same principle and apply it to other areas of my life. As a foreign language learner and someone who helps other people learn English, I find that in them, as well as myself, that at times we are terrified of making mistakes and embarrassing ourselves in front of native speakers of the language that we're learning. Example of this is when I first started practicing speaking Spanish. There were countless awkward moments. But then I began to think to myself, if it's awkward, if it's uncomfortable, there's probably a chance that I'm growing, probably a chance that I'm getting better. So I began to reframe the way I thought about the learning process. And how I did it was, anytime I would learn a new phrase, I would think to myself, okay, I just learned something new. I learned a new phrase. Whoever I get to use this phrase on next is about to have their mind completely blown. Aside from this being a little bit narcissistic, it was a really fun way to help me learn the language, and it helped me to be able to engage in deeper and deeper conversations. So it was very helpful. Now, going through all of these trials and tribulations, all of these things that I had to go through up to this point, I realized that trying to stay inside your comfort zone is a dangerous cycle. Because in order to avoid the pain of regret, avoid the pain of wondering what could have happened, you have to be willing to go and seek the pleasures that are outside of your comfort zone. Now, it's going to take a little bit of creativity to change the way you think. And Aside from that, all you have to do is just have a drive to keep going, and then you'll get it. Thank you.
Wow.